Here are the tests on BTR Plumbing's 10-inch rough-in 2009 American Standard Cadet 3. It is set to 1/4 of an inch below the overflow top, just like the tank suggests, and it is using original parts. So let's give this a flush and see how it does on tests. The flush is very weak, very short, and overall it looks very ineffective. But I guess we'll see how ineffective it is in a little bit. I'm going to add some water to the bowl and see if it can take a washcloth. Wherever I put it, it's got a pretty short flush, but I think the trapway is unrestricted and large, so it should take this with no problem at all. Did perfectly as expected. Let's add a little bit of water back in there and then try a grocery bag. This should do well also. Maybe not perfect, but it did do pretty well. There definitely was no chance of it clogging. So I'm going to go ahead and add some water back to the bowl, and then I'm going to try them both together. I think it'll clog. It actually got a little way there. I'm going to let the tank fill up and then do another flush. And it is full right about now. It looks like it could have taken it. I'm going to try that test again, but I'm going to hold the handle down. I still think it'll fail, but I'm just going to give it another chance anyway. Let's see if it can do this. It did about the same or even worse. I mean, it's not terrible for an early 1.28 gallon toilet. You don't really see 1.28 gallons before 2009. At least the oldest I've seen is 2008, so they must have started right around there. But anyway, I'm going to add some more water to the bowl and see if it can take a dish towel. And it didn't add quite enough to the tank, so I'm going to press that down real quick, and then let's see if it can take this dish towel. Nope. Again, the flush is very, very short, and I simply don't think it has the ability to take this to begin with. So I'm going to hold the handle down and I'm going to try it again. It's getting close. It was kind of angled, so it had a little bit of an advantage, but still I think that this dish towel is just too big for this toilet to take it. Now let's see how it flushes with a clogged siphon jet. You guys saw how short that flush was. I'm guessing that it's gonna flush for about half a second or so, or however long that is, and then just swirl for a little bit and come to a stop. So let's see how it does. That was basically exactly what I predicted, except that it did flush a little bit longer. Reason being because the flapper has a float on it, which means that the water from the tank drains more slowly due to the siphon jet being clogged, so the flapper will stay up longer because the float is higher up in the water, if that makes sense. So with the newer ones, the flappers are timed by a hole in the top, or actually in the front of that little bulb at the bottom, so they'll close at the same time whether the siphon jet is clogged or not. But with these, they will close based on the water level. So I'm going to fill the tank all the way to the top and hold the handle and see if it can siphon. I'm guessing this will flush like a vintage toilet. That was really, really cool. It was also really similar to the Champion in the way that it got all the way up to the rim before it was able to siphon. So I'm definitely glad I did that test. That was really interesting. I could only imagine what it would look like on a high tank. Now let's see if it can take dirt. They put one of these in at my KFC last year, and it already has a bunch of mineral buildup in it, which means that I know for a fact they don't clear the bowl every time they flush, so I'm guessing this is going to be terrible. That did even worse than the Champion. I wonder how much different it would look if it had the regular 12-inch rough-in tank, but this is just bad. That's really bad. Obviously, it's got some issues with the bowl rinse. Not too much of a problem. The bowl rinse seems alright. Looks like it cleaned that side really well. So, the bowl rinse is not bad. It just left those little bits. I bet if the flush was longer, it probably would have gotten it all. But the bowl clearance is just shameful, and I can see why these would get mineral buildup. But anyway, I am going to hold the handle down. I'm going to see if I can clear the rest of that dirt out, and then I'm going to wrap up this video. I like how it splashed over the side like that. Very hygienic. But anyway, that about does it for these tests. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe and turn on notifications. It helps my channel a lot and I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next video.